places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, you're going to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on the sport.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has the half guard, because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position. Caught that kick there.
And she connects with a punch there, champ.
She's so accurate. She's so good at timing all of her strikes.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Oh!
Can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
Planted and fired there. Landed to the body.
Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Oh, now she's got the tie clinch. Good opportunity to do significant damage here. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? So just over thumb nose gets the double leg takedown now. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Back to the feet now. Well, the right hand has been there for her tonight at times. Not that time. Again, they will clinch. We'll see how it goes.
Look at how she drives her knee right into her opponent's midsection.
Takedown defense holds up. Working out of that southpaw stance.
Great punch landed with so much power.
That's a nice 1-2 there from Rose Namajunas, all set up by that brilliant footwork. Great fundamentals.
I mean, fundamentals at its best. Rose Namajunas just defines that. I mean, she's never where you expect her to be. She's never just standing still. She's constantly moving and always seems to be a step ahead of her competition.
Esparza gets hold up by that straight shot there.
Massive shot, land. How she's gonna try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight.
90 seconds remain in the round. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison. Namajunas is trying to get a triangle submission here. And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is. Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So a dominant performance tonight for the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion of the World. All right, so here we go with round one, and when you are facing a submission specialist like this as a striker, you have got to avoid the canvas, I would think, though.
Yes, you have to. And if the striker gets taken down, he needs to make sure the only thought is to get back to his feet. Whether the submissionist goes to his back or is on top, you've got to make plan number one, getting back standing and getting back to your space. If not, you're going to find yourself tapping and really wondering why. Why did I not engage him in this game?
Look at you dropping a submissionist.
It's crazy.
Just out of range with that left hook. Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman. Nice kick.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming this way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Oh, beautiful jab there from Gaethje, who just might be the most watchable fighter in the UFC.
It's so fun to call a Justin Gaethje fight. People think he's reckless. People think he's a wild man. But Trevor Whitman has him locked in. His technique is beautiful when he strikes.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Justin Gaethje. Just over 3 minutes now to go. And they separate. Now going upstairs with the left hook. Oh, that's the big spar. How's his opponent still stand?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Back to the feet. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great time to land that punch.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. All right, so height and potentially a critical takedown here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Gaethje. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Oliveira's got the full mount. Oh, and now he gives up his back. So if the hooks get in, this could be the end.
This could be the end because there are too many options for such a phenomenal grappler to be on your back in full back control. He can flatten you out. He can chase submission. You are in imminent danger. You have to stay careful and safe, but I don't have much good advice for you.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Gaethje's pass is denied. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. All right, so here we go with round one. Seems to be a throwback type of matchup here. The classically trained striker taking on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. But BJJ black belt with this guy doesn't even begin to describe his credentials.
It does not describe how good he is. His vast knowledge of all the Jiu-Jitsu positions. This guy, once you're on the ground, there is no place where you are safe you are constantly getting attacked. He's always throwing up submissions. He's always attacking arms.
Oliveira's going for a choke.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck.
There it is. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control.
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Oh, he's attacking choke now.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. There's the tap.
Yo, wow, that was nasty.
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean.
Scheduled for 5 rounds if need be. Oh, that's a big connection for Justin Gaethje, and really just loves being in that octagon. I'm not sure anybody loves fight night as much as Gaethje.
People don't enjoy being in someone's face, getting punched and landing punches as much as Justin Gaethje. He's right where he wants to be. Great punch.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Gaethje gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave.
All right, going for the early takedown, and he gets it. So no surprise he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a good sign for him.
Oh, you got to watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight.
And he's out. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Lands flush with that right hand. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Gaethje. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this thing.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oliveira's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. And they both stand up.
Big punch from the clinch.
26 total strikes have landed for Charles Oliveira. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. Oh, and he defends another takedown there, so looked like a pretty good entry, but once again, unable to get him down.
Great balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside, turned that double into a single, sprawled and got away from his opponent. Great job. Good stick. You cannot take too many of these big elbows from the clinch.
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Beautiful counter punch, really settling in when it comes to his counterattack here tonight. And again, making good use of what is a huge advantage in reach. Ooh. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine. When the opponent turns to the opposite side, he can take his back, so his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Round two is next. All right, round two now, folks. Charles Oliveira versus Justin, the highlight Gaethje.
Look at how he turned his hip into that leg kick.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, that is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge in reach.
Right hand punch from the clinch. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit.
Straight punch lands. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Missed with that attempt. And they separate. So unofficially, 64 total strikes have already landed for Charles Oliveira. And the accuracy rate, 57% above the UFC average. That's been a big story of this fight tonight against Justin Gaethje.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
And now he's got that tie clinch.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two.
right hand punch in the clinch.
Oh!
He needs to start looking. Oh! Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
All right, so he's got his head here looking to set up the guillotine choke now.
Watch guillotine. He should be defending right now.
Oh, beautiful counter there as he gains the side mount and try to get out of this guillotine by potentially attempting a Von Flue. Wow. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Gaethje's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Oliveira. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oliveira's right back to the full mount here. Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up. Oh! Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land a straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
Yeah, he's mixed it all up. Left hand punch in the clinch.
Effective strike there by Gaethje.
You should really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
All right, single collar tie now. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Muay Thai plum. Well, keep that finger on the punch counter button. 113 total strikes have landed for Charles Oliveira. And landing with 58% accuracy. Maybe the seminal blood release.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Nice kick landed there by Oliveira. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh, beautiful jab there from Gaethje, who just might be the most watchable fighter in the UFC today.
It's so fun to call a Justin Gaethje fight. People think he's reckless. People think he's a wild man. But Trevor Whitman has him locked in. His technique is beautiful when he strikes.
Well-placed kick there by Gaethje. Oh! Huge right hand!
Oh, he got him hurt bad!
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Just reached the midway point of the fight. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Trying for a submission now.
Oh, wow, oh! Oh!
And this might just be a matter of time. Yeah, that is high-level grappling right there as he gets the win tonight here by way of submission. And he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you